there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. The last episode, we completed the... we turned in the quest for Tanner, where we helped Gorski uncover what was going on in that other location, in the GMS compound. And he sent us now over here to help him look for a part, a rotator chipset or motherboard of some sort, in order to help them use an old drill they have, which will hopefully clear the way much faster for the earthquake debris blocking the rail line at the moment. We have fought our way, snuck our way, and killed a bunch of things to Junkyard, which is where we find ourselves now. We are exploring this place and robbing all the inhabitants of their few precious charons and or drugs. Alright, let's pick up where we left off. Oh, and a heads up that I did indeed go back to town, to Southgate Station, and deposited a handful of the things I was picking up there. So this is our current inventory. We are now good to go. Okay, did we actually pick these people's pockets? I don't remember. We'll start. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I think we did. Alright, so what are we doing first? Let's continue to explore the rest of this area, I suppose. There's been a few places we haven't seen yet. Hello, Abram. He just wheezes through his mask, refusing to converse with you. Interesting. Oh, we don't have sufficient skill to even pickpocket him. He's someone important. Hello, Kareem. A large man with a scruffy bush of a beard stands at the counter, smelling of foul food and booze. He speaks in a deep, rumbling voice, and you can't quite tell if he's in a bad mood or just bored. What can I get you, Jack? Can you tell me a bit about the junkyard? The main thing you gotta know is that there are two major gangs here. Scrappers, who control the depot, and all the junk that's being scavenged from the old junkyard. And the Black Eels, who control the docks and the shipment of said junk. Everyone who lives here has to pay protection money to one of those gangs. The more shinies you have in your pocket, the more you have to pay. There are smaller gangs here and there, but they don't mess with the big boys and instead harass those who cannot pay protection money, or random travelers. Like you. What's the old junkyard? It's also called Depot A. It's a closed-off section of the junkyard where some sort of accident happened a long while back that released mutagen into the environment. It's a scary place now, but scrappers still send in scavenging parties regularly to recover more valuable stuff to sell. Heard any good rumors? I heard some of the captains speak of a place called the Silent Isle that's supposedly haunted. Sailors, huh? What's on the menu? Oh, nice. He's selling quite a bit of food, and he's willing to buy 2 foodstuffs as well. We'll sell him this rat hound barbecue we don't need. He's selling Junkyard Surprise. It appears to be some sort of stew. There's no telling what this might do to your guts. Consuming food will remove effects of previous meals. I have never purchased a Junkyard Surprise. It does not look that appetizing. And I'd honestly rather have the eel sandwich or cave hopper steak for agility or a dex. Even the burrow burger is useful for extra constitution. I think since we've got 2 cave hoppers, we'll try getting another 3 cave hoppers. That's 10 charons. That seems fair. We'll take that. We still have some strength in effect at the moment, so we'll wait until that expires. Oh, yeah. Lastly, what exactly goes into the Junkyard Surprise, by the way, Kareem? It's a surprise. Is it a nice surprise? Could be. So I'm not hungry anymore. You'll be back. I think the Junkyard Surprise used to increase your intelligence by 2, or had the chance to do that. Lemmy the Cook, can we talk to Lemmy? Let's quick save. I don't know if we're allowed to walk back here, but we'll try talking to him really quick. Hey, get the hell out of my kitchen! Oh, sorry. I will. I promise. But we really need your armor. Your armor? We can take his armor? That just seems weird. We'll take the Stygian coins. Alright, what else do we have around here? We have some people not feeling so good. You know what will make you feel better? Not carrying as much stuff on yourself. You're weighed down too much by the weight of the world. Surely you don't need those 2 charons. Scrapper thugs. You know, if you didn't want us to pickpocket him, you wouldn't be called thug. Well, to be fair, we pickpocketed just about everybody. 9 through 16 damage. 9 through 16. What are we currently doing? 10 through 17. Okay, it's a good dagger. Could take it as a backup dagger. Could take it as a backup dagger. That's really tempting. Let's do that. Just in case something happens to a real dagger, like if we run out of repair kits or something. (10 through 16). That's a better backup dagger, but he can keep that. I think we'll take the bolts though off of him. Yep, pickpocketing everybody. Taking all the things. 5 Charians. I think we'll take the Charons off of this guy. We'll be back here plenty of times later on to sell stuff and so on, and we can pickpocket every one of all the things that they have in their pockets. Because why not? 3 Charons, we'll grab those as well. When I first started playing this game, I hadn't taken pickpocket, so I was like, why would on earth would I take pickpocket? Because you get to sneak up on people to loot them. They're probably going to complain about it and stuff like that. But it's actually pretty good, and you can get some decent stuff from people instead of random stuff from containers and what have you. Oh, 10 through 17. A Tungsten steel combat knife. 8% crit though. That's a little lower than what we currently have. That's really tempting. Let's take it. Take out everyone's knives. What does that give us? It gives us a 10 through 17. 10 through 17. This is a steel one. Oh, I see. The chance to crit is lower, but the critical damage is higher on that weapon. Oh. I don't think we're going to be able to take that. We'd have to somehow stealth. And that's right near a light, so that can stay there. We're not going to loot anything there. Anything back here? Oh, hello. There's a secret place back here. Let's see what's back here. We also didn't investigate everything from the places we've been in so far. There was another... We could have walked past a bunch of other thugs, I think, in one area. Nothing but a bunch of back doors, apparently. Locked without a picklock. Locked without a picklock. That means that we need a key, if anything, to open these. Hacking 85. We're not getting into that anytime soon at all. Actually, we won't be getting into that whatsoever. We won't be taking hacking with Garrett. Okay, how about these doors? Oh, hello, sir. The man greets you with a face as expressive as a rock wall. He glances at you, then speaks. I ain't in the mood to chat. Oh, sorry, sir. You in the mood to give us something, though? We could use a little bit of money. Don't argue. Just cleverly not having anything on you. Locked, huh? I think we can probably pick this lock. Wait till the guard turns around, and then we'll do it. Oops, 1 second. We get protected propaganda. That's another 75 experience points, but that was the only thing in there. Okay, let's wait a few seconds. Oop, I wasn't in there, I swear. I'm a liar, too. I'm a horrible liar. Alright, let's keep adventuring. So we have over in this area. Scrapper gangster, scrappers. So the Black Eels held the docks. This must be the depot. It seems to me that we need to work with the scrappers, because they're the ones who are guarding the junkyard, which we're probably going to need to access to get things. Looks like everyone's fishing for eels here. Just keep walking, Jack. Sure, but I could use some pocket lint to help me with that walking. Another 9. They have some good daggers here. 2 serrated bolts. We could use some serrated bolts. We've been using a few of them. Got like up to 13 of those. Might as well pick their pockets, everyone. We're gonna pick all the pockets. A single Stygian coin and a crossbow seems to be a common thing. Commoners seem to like their crossbow. No, they're crowbars. Yep, single coin and crowbars on the commoners. Guess they're 3 C's: coins, crowbars, commoners. Is that how that works? Maybe it's part of a secret gang. The coin is there in proof of their initiative, and they all get a crowbar. That guy's part of it, but didn't get a crowbar yet. Scrapper gangsters, quite a few other people around. Might as well stop and loot you. You're not gonna care. No one, again, everyone, no one reacts to you pickpocketing. We can't take the coins on them. We can't take the adrenaline shots, so we'll take another one of them. What are we up to for that? We are up to 5 adrenaline shots. 29 health hypos. Good God. There is literally junk in this, but we could probably take these at least. Why am I taking the bullet cases when we're not firing guns? Later on, we might be able to craft bullets. And if we can do that, we'll be able to sell those said bullets for more charons, depending upon the merchants later on. Might as well loot both of these people, too. So bullets, another... Can't take the money. Almost accidentally clicked that. We'll keep taking the adrenaline shots off these people then. A flare. Still can't take the money. By looting them as well of this stuff, I believe I mentioned that they won't have it either. So they will not be able to use it on us, for example, if we get involved in a fight. Can take her money. Let's do so. 9 coins. We could use, again, all the money we can possibly get our hands on at the moment. A dog and a worker. Hello, worker. Junk is okay. It's cleaning after them dogs I hate. Oh, getting rid of all the poops. You have lots of dogs around here? I guess they do. 2 coins. You must be the leader of that gang. Rough. Scooby doggy. We need to have a chat with this worker about how he's tying together the fence. 2 coins in this area. Oh, this must be where the higher-ups live. We're working. Hello, gangster. You break it, you buy it. That's fair enough. Need to check you first, though, sir. We can take his money. Also take his adrenaline shot. We'll take the charons, though, to start. Hello, Gort. Welcome to Depot B, stranger. Looking for some explosives, ammo, or just random junk? I got you covered. What do you do, by the way, with all this junk? We sell it, of course. I sell some to jacks like yourself. Most of it gets shipped to the foundry, Core City. Some go to the Protectorate, and so on. That's how we make our living. Show me what you got, junk keeper. So he's looking for 6 firearm parts, 3 traps, 6 armor parts, 4 raw explosives, and 4 metal components. He'll only buy the trap from us. And I don't think he's selling a whole lot. Well, he might be selling something I'm interested in. He does have some MK2 grenades. Raw explosives? Is that what he wants? Yeah, that's basically explosive parts. He doesn't want the frag grenade. Also, how many lockpicks do we possess? 11. Let's purchase some MK2 lockpicks. I think we'll also purchase 2 more MK2 grenades from him. It's only 46 charons for that. We'll purchase a shock bolt, and we'll grab 2 more serrated bolts as well. 57 charons. How many do we have total? 585 left. It's tempting to buy more supplies. It's really tempting. But I think we'll go exploring before we actually just do any. We'll go exploring down a different section, a different area altogether of Underrail before we try to get more of this quest done. It's really tempting to purchase some burrow poison caltrops also. I know those will come in handy later, but I think we'll just purchase this stuff. Let's trade for this. Thank you, sir, very much. Hey, you're back. Buy something? You wouldn't happen to have a armadillo-class rotator circuit board? Well, you can look around, but I'm pretty sure I don't have none of that stuff. It's not that common of a digger nowadays. Jack, it's not that common of a digger nowadays, Jack, so we don't look for its parts when scavenging the old junkyard. What's the old junkyard? Depot A. It's right through that gate over there in the back. Points with his thumb over the shoulder. We keep it under a lock because there are some nasty creatures roaming around there. You wouldn't want to meet none of them, Jack. Can I go in there and look for the part I need? I doubt it, Jack. You could go ask Eddie if he lets you in, but don't get your hopes up. Where's Eddie? Eddie's the big boss around here. He leads the gang and runs this place. Alright, thank you. Catch you later. Doggy? Alright. Oh, we didn't search him for stuff. We didn't pick his pocket. Guess we'll do that later. Let's search this scrapper while I remember. He has a single throwing knife, adrenaline, 3 charons. It's the money we'll take at the moment. Actually, we could probably sell the adrenaline shots for more money than the 3 charons now that I think about it. That. 2 bullets. 74 charons on this guy. 3 fusion cells as well. Amazing. We'll just stick the adrenaline shot to start. Hey, Eddie. You see a short, jittery man with messy hair and stained glasses, both of which he occasionally adjusts only to find a second later that he's not happy with the new arrangement. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? I need to get into the old junkyard. No dice. It's Scrapper's only zone, Jack. What are you looking for there anyway? What you're looking for there anyway? Some drill parts. You don't usually allow outsiders in there. But I guess I might be able to let you slip by. That is, if you're willing to do me a favor first. What kind of a favor? I need to retrieve something from, an associate of mine. Alright, that sounds simple enough. I'm listening. Let's discuss this somewhere more private. Okay, here's what you got to do. Go to the slums, past the camping area into the back alley to the north. There's a gambling house back there. Look for a guy named Elwood and get his keycard off of him. I have no idea how you do it, though. Avoid fighting him if you can, and if you absolutely must kill him for it, make sure no one sees you. If other scrappers see you attacking him, the whole deal is off, and I'll have nothing to do with you. Understand? Alright, I'll do it. That's the spirit. Let me know when you got the keycard. Oh, we have a barrel first. It has junk in it, literally junk. Mushrooms that we're not interested in. Oh, we could be interested in all this stuff, though. I'll take all that. What? I want the scraps of cloth, because you can make Molotov cocktails with those. So, can't search the box. Okay, the slums. That's not going to be in this area. We haven't been to the slums yet. Let's make our way over there, then. We were close to it, but not quite there. How are we doing on inventory space, by the way? Oh, we're perfectly fine. 41 of 150. That's fantastic. Okay, so a bunch of thugs. Commoner. So this area is going to be tricky for us to pass. You can see the blood here, so there have been some battles. That's 4 enemies. If I decide I want to fight them. Let's just say I have a bad feeling about this. A well-knit man steps in front of you, crossing his arms and spreading his legs slightly apart. Simultaneously, he addresses you with a light, raspy voice. Hold it right there, Jack. This alley here belongs to us. You want to pass through? You gotta pay a one-time fee. What's the fee? It's 5 charons. Alright, I'll pay. Yeah, that's not so bad. Good decision. You can pass now. Not before we pickpocket your guys' stuff and get back my 5 charons. Oh, or not. That guy doesn't have anything. Looks like you'd probably at least fight these 3 enemies if you had to do this. I have never done this fight. 5 charons is a very small amount of money. We'll take a health hypo off of that guy. What does Vince have himself? Let's check him. He has 6 charons, so that pays for our entry plus 1. $30 bolts on this one too, but we'll take the single coin instead to start. We have a lot more people, more junkyard commoners. We might as well take their one coin off of them. Foot Locker belongs to somebody. Oh, these guys are the poorest members. They only have crowbars on themselves. Not even any coins. Unless maybe that guy's pickpocketed one of the guys who had coin and no crowbar. Okay, guess we're going. Oh, look at those guys in the power armor. Interesting. Dogs like mushrooms. 2 more coins. Give me doggo. Colimier. It's a named gentleman. Well, before we talk to him, let's see what he's carrying on him. Look at that beard. That's amazing. 2 Stygian coins and a crowbar on this gentleman. We see an elderly, dried-up man eating some raw mushrooms, taking them one by one from his palm until it's completely empty of everything but a thick layer of hardened skin. He stares at you, still chewing through the last mushroom. After swallowing it, he speaks. Hey, stranger. I can see you're not from around here. He pauses, and his stare wanders around. He then continues. Might you, by any chance, be interested in a little business proposition? What did you have in mind, old-timer? He beckons you closer. I didn't always live in a tent, you know. I used to live in the residential area to the east. Really? I did. I lived in a comfy house on the east side. Oh, yeah. But one day I couldn't pay protection money to the eels anymore, so they kicked me out. Heartless bastards. However, I'm not going to waste your time with my sob story, no. The important bit is that I know a secret way back into my old home. And I also know that its current occupant has quite a bit of coins lying around there. What would you want in return for this information? The only thing I want is for you to get my lucky knife. It's got to be lying around in there. The knife won't be much use to you, since it's not a particularly good knife for combat, but it's of sentimental value to me. Do you dig? What do you say? We got a deal? Deal. Now tell me how to get in there. Great. So about getting in. Obviously, you can try the front door if you think you can hack the lock, but it's also being watched by the eels. The smart thing to do would be to go to the docks and look for a small shack north of the berths. He nods. The rocks between the shack and the cave wall can actually be dislodged there without breaking a sweat. And you look skinny enough to squeeze in between. Not saying you're a squeezer, mind you, just that you're thin enough. That's all. That'll give you access to a tunnel that will lead you straight into the mushroom garden of my old house. I discovered this passage one day and found a stinking rat hound messing up my shrooms. Never got around to sealing it off. Speaking of that, there might still be rat hounds in there. So tread carefully. Alright, I'm off. Alright, we have a quest for this gentleman. We'll have to take a look at that knife. It might be something we want instead. Poor guy. Hello, Teresa. Get lost. Oh, sure thing, but first, they're gonna give us something, I think. Wow, a plasma core. Thank you for that. That's worth quite a bit of money to Urza back at, whatchamacallit, Southgate Station. Your friend only has a Stygian coin. this gentleman's pocket as well. Nothing on him. Man, searching these guys for items the second time around is going to take a long time. Lots of them don't have anything whatsoever on them. Second Lieutenant Garrett. Can we pickpocket you? Is that something we're able to... Can I even do that? Let's take a peek. What do you have on you, sir? Wow, he's got tungsten steel boots. Protectorate soldier dog tags. Garen's keycard. This keycard belonged to the Protectorate's second lieutenant, Garen. Let's take that. That might come in useful. I've never pickpocketed him before. I think I forgot to pickpocket these guys a long time ago. And keycards I'm always interested in. 100 bullets, which we can take. Or 3 health hypos. We'll take the hypos. We probably have to talk with these guys to get into the Protectorate area to deliver the papers that Vera wanted us to deliver. But first we'll talk to everyone else around here instead. Fixer, hello. This doctor's suit is covered with dried blood and other foul stains, its smell matching its appearance. As you come near, he slowly turns to you, inspecting your body for wounds with wild eyes, which seem as if they're about to pop out of their sockets. Contrary to his stare, his voice is slow and steady. Feeling pain? I can fix you. What's behind the fence? I think we're talking about this fence over here at the Protectorate Garden. United Stations Embassy. Hence all these folks in front of it. Oh, what's the deal with all of them? The United Stations are helping the junkyarders in need. They're giving out food and clothes. Food. That certainly bought their affection. Quite cheap, though, but them folks got next to nothing. So it makes sense. You don't like the United Stations. Never said that. I also benefit from their generosity. But what I said is true. Them guys ain't stupid. They ain't. Can I ask you a few questions about Junkyard? Ha! No. Why not? I know where it's headed. Fair enough. Let me purchase some medical supplies from you. He's buying a few things. We might have a few leftovers. Okay, he's buying 6 medicines, and we've got plenty of both health hypos and psi boosters. Technically, we don't need the psi boosters. Let's sell him 4 of these plus... Oh, wait, hold on. I have 8. Well, we might use those. Let's sell another 2. Those will be the 6th, whatchamacallits, 6 medicines. He has Charons. Catalyzing belt. These other belts sort of seem really interesting, but we don't need them. He is selling morphine. I wouldn't mind having 1 of that. Good. Can we get a second? Yes, we go. No, we can't. Can't get a second one. Can get 1 of them, though. How about antidotes? Can we get any antidotes? 1 antidote. Can we get a bandage or 2? And a single Charon. We'll trade for that. Fixer can also heal your wounds if you are wounded. Just a heads up. We should probably pick his pocket also. No reason why we can't do it. 18 Charons, and we can totally take them. Six Charons and a health hypo. Take the sticky coins to start with. This leads to the place that we are tasked with going to find the one gentleman and steal his keycard from him. Hopper Jim. Hello, Hopper Jim. Welcome to the bottom. You'll get used to the smell. Eventually. Oh, man. Poor homeless people. 52 credits on him. I'm going to feel bad for that, but I'll get over it. I got over it right away. Let's go ahead and search this guy, too. This Hopper Jim having 52 Charions on him. That's amazing. Just a crowbar that can stay there. Geezer Ford. Let's see what you have on you first before we talk to you, Geezer. It's quite a name you got for yourself. Just a crowbar. You come up to an old fisherman wearing an old jacket and rubber boots. This simply clothed man watches his rod with great focus and pays you no attention. Hi there. The man silences you with a swift gesture of his hand, for his prey is about to bite. The float disappears under the surface, and the rod bends downward. The fisherman grasps it tightly, yanking the rod as if he was expecting to pull up a sunken ferry from the depths. Soon enough, a small, light bluish eel flies through the air and ends its journey in the man's raw-boned hand. Disappointed, he unhooks the fish with a single motion and gently releases it back into the water, in which it happily disappears. One of the two men standing nearby begins laughing, but immediately stops before his and the old fisherman's stares meet, instead of shifting his view to his own rather steady float. The old geezer then resets the rod, and his few steps back and forth reveal a limp in his left leg. Then he turns to you. Who the hell are you? Why'd you let it back in the water? He turns the left side of his head towards you and leans closer, mouth wide open. Didn't catch that. Could you speak up? I said, why did you release it back into the water? What, the eel? I ain't gonna eat a tiny eel. It's too small to feed a cat. Nah, you let him live and grow, and you can catch him and eat it, and then eat him. Or sell him. Whatever. I see. Can I ask you a couple questions? What questions? About fishing. He takes a look at his motionless float. The water ain't good right now. I suppose I could spare a few moments. Very good. I'm Garrett, by the way. Geezer Ford. That's what the folks around here call me. But for you, I'm Mr. Ford. Got it, Mr. Ford. Yeah. Go ahead now. Ask your questions. So how's the water here? In general, I mean. Well, it might seem stupid to someone looking from afar. Like, what in the hell's goddamn railroad are these slackers doing in that muddy pool? But listen. There's an underwater tunnel connecting the whole system of caves, which are full of them eels. He looks towards the tent and points to the man standing by the barrel. See that ugly yo-yo there? His name's Hopper Jim. Quaker at heart. Centipedes, spiders, and all kind of bugs scare the living ooze out of him. But man, can he fish like a spawn of siphoner. He caught a 50-kilo eel right here. Go on. Now, it wasn't a regular old blue eel. It was a red behemoth with a regular stripe on its side. I'd never seen anything like it before. Now that's a catch. And I, being the best fisherman in whole Underrail, South Underrail definitely, ain't gonna let someone like Hopper Jim outdo me. What's your record? It ain't about the weight, if that's what you're thinking. It's about the principle. I've caught bigger fish, 60, 70 kilos, no problem. Hell, I was doing ferry tours before Jim was even filling his diapers. I caught the largest slackjaw Core City's ever seen. I caught more walking fishes than he caught fleas biting into his skin. He caught a 50-kilo red eel in this pool right here. That means I gotta catch something bigger and better to rub it in his nose. If not a red eel, then something else. That's what it's all about, son. That's what it's all about. What happened to the red eel? He leans forward, mouth open. What'd you say? I said, what happened to the red eel Hopper Jim caught? He's still one of the northerner wimps. Night stations feller. Way less than that eel. Don't know what you got for it. Bastard wouldn't tell. I think he'd be hanging on some wall now, as far as I'm heard. But he got 52 charons for it. Did Hopper Jim beat some kind of record of yours by catching that red eel? It ain't about the weight. That's what you're thinking. Oh, we already read this. So, where'd you get that limp? That ain't a fishing-related question. It is if you got it while you were fishing. Ah, gotcha. But it ain't due to no fishing. My one leg is shorter. I was born that way. There you go, son. You got that one. You think you're the best fisherman in Underrail? You? Yeah. He squints at you with one of his eyes, while the other one sharpens up. Something bothering you, son? Well, oh wow, how do I do this? I think we'll egg him on, because I think we can get a quest from him. I'm pretty sure there are better fishermen than you out there, old man. Pretty sure my wrinkly old butt, you little hopper son of a rail. What do you know, huh? Cause you sure sound like you think you're some kind of big shot. Yeah, talking to me, Geezer Ford like that. You don't think you're better than me, eh? Maybe I am. Oh, so you think you're better than me. Alright. Alright. Prove it. Prove it, son. How do you want me to prove it? He turns silent as his mind retreats to envision an appropriate challenge. Eventually, it emerges with one. I betcha you couldn't even do the Southern Tour. What's the Southern Tour, exactly? He explodes with laughter. Its echo is so loud you feel it manages to reach every ear in junkyard. You ain't nothing if you've never done a southern tour, son. A southern tour is when you fish for one of each kind in South Underrail. Now, we ain't talking about one-of-a-kind stuff, like them radios and stuff, but more common species. That don't mean it's gonna be easy. Now, I ain't gonna ask you to catch exactly every kind of fish there is. That'd take too long. I ain't gonna wait a year for a sorry excuse of a fisherman such as yourself to fish them all out. I bet you couldn't bring me one of each of these. Pentapus, slackjaw, mini-head, black dragon, phantom jelly, ghostface, anglerfish, demon squid, shrimp, walking fish. If you're good enough to do that, if you're even remotely decent fisherman, then I'm gonna reveal one of my fishing tricks. One I've never told anyone. Anyone. That's a lot to catch. That's nothing, son. Not for a big shot like you. I bet you I can catch them all. Then do it. Then do it. But if you lose, you gotta go around junkyard and say, Mr. Ford is the best fisherman in the whole South Underrail while I blow harder than 2 pufferfishes mate. Deal. Deal. You better hurry up unless you want me to die of old age. Go. Goodbye, Mr. Ford. Alright, we need we need a fishing line in order to do this. And we have to go to different places to find these fish. I found all the fish but one. I think the squidfish or anglerfish. That fish is only available to you in the deep caves. You can't get it from any other place, which means that you can't complete this quest until the very, 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 very end of the game. Just as a heads up. Alright, well, let's, first off, let's put the morphine down here. And the antidote. And we still got some time. Let's walk up here. And this is the place we're supposed to be to meet that one gentleman. There's an intercom and a security camera. You ring the intercom and a croaky voice answers. Haven't seen you before, stranger. You come to do some gambling? Yeah, can I come in? Sure. But all new members must pay 20 Charon's admittance fee first. I'll think about it. Yeah, you do that. There might be another way inside. There is another way inside, but this way's a little tricky. If we get caught in here, we'll be in trouble. I think we have 50 lockpicking. Uh-oh, these two might be stuck. More importantly, one of them is aware. Let's wait a tiny bit. Okay, they cleared up themselves. So whatever's in that, we're taking it. Okay, can we make it in here? Hopefully we're not seen, Tim. Go. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. As long as you're not seen in this room, you're okay. Oh, there's another place we could have searched down here too. Interesting. I don't actually know what's in there, so we'll pass on that at the moment. Bunch of lockers and other stuff we're not allowed to search. A guard, hello guard. Can we walk up to you? We can. What secrets do you hold? What special magical thing do you have for playing craps? I think this is a craps table. You have an adrenaline shot, which we will take. Oh, this hallway looks like the perfect place to ambush somebody. Lucky old gambler. There's Elwood. Okay, we might be able to pickpocket him. It's going to be tricky to do so in the amount of time we have. Oh, no, we can just pickpocket him whenever you want. That's right. We don't have to ambush him there. This probably if you want to kill him, you have to do that there. Another decent knife. We'll just take the money, though. Looks like no one here is going to mind very much. Playing, it looks like some sort of card game there. Coal. Can't take the 10 Charons. We can take the adrenaline shot. we can't take the money, we'll take the adrenaline, assuming everyone has adrenaline. Take a single $2. Search this guy. Oh, we can enter this area too. There's some shelves here, which have a seeker lens and a plasma core. We'll take those. A barrel and the power box. This will turn off power everywhere in this location. But we don't need to touch it. We're good enough that we should be able to just pickpocket Elwood. We have pickpocketing after all. If we didn't have that, we would have to ambush him. I guess we'll take the health hypos off this guy. Elwood's not here. There's a barman, though. Hello, Mr. Barman. There's Elwood. Barman has 2 sticking coins on himself. The man gives you a puzzled look. What do you want? How are dice treating you today? Mind your own damn business. Never mind. We could persuade him to get him outside to kill him. But I think instead we'll just take his keycard. Which we can take. He's got some loaded dice we could also take for some experience points, but that's all we need from him. His suspicion's too high anyway. Now to get out of here. This is going to be tricky. We need the barman to be out of this room, because we need the stealth into it. Yep, just stare at the wall. It's what we did back then. We didn't have television. Stare at nothing. No, we could instead see what's in this room. I think we'll do that. Oh God. There's someone there, so that's not gonna work. We'd have to kill him. Oh, it's the guy who would have seen me walk in. Okay, so we really don't want to disturb him. I'm very curious what's in this room. I don't think I've ever walked in that room before. Oh God, they saw me. That's really bad. Every single person is now activated in this entire location, and they're out to kill me. That's a shield being activated. We can probably just run, but this means if I ever come back to this location, every single person will be angry at me. Every one of them. That's the camera that sees me, but we can just leave. Okay, that's a real shame. I should have rounded a corner in stealth to get in there. No one else here cares, and we don't ever have to go back to that gambling place, perhaps. But if we ever do, we'll have to fight. A part of me just wants to reload that. Not because necessarily I want to cheat, but because that was... Oh... No, we'll... it would suck to have a quest to go back there ages later in the game. Only to have to kill everyone in there. It's fine. It's fine. We were caught. That's all there is to it. They'll remember me. They'll kill me if I go back in. That's it. Okay, let's move on. So... Oh, the guards. Right, we have something from Vera. Halt, citizen. This is a restricted area. What is this place? This is an Underrail Protectorate outpost. It also houses the United Stations Embassy. What is the Protectorate? We are the most powerful military organization in Underrail, and our primary objective is preservation of humanity as a whole, and protection of the civilized world. Our jurisdiction extends to the whole of United Stations, all Biocorp facilities and outposts regardless of their location, and all vital Underrail infrastructure. And what is this place? This is an Underrail Protectorate outpost. It also houses the United Stations Embassy. What are the United Stations? It's a confederacy of stations some ways to the north of here. It's the future of the Underrail, and we hope to integrate all the station states and other communities into it. Someday, even this place may be part of it. You don't have any jurisdiction over this place, though, right? The junkyard is not a part of the Protectorate, no. But be advised that the embassy is sovereign territory of the Protectorate, and that I'm allowed and required to act to prevent and or counteract any action that might endanger it or its staff, regardless of jurisdictional boundaries. Can I see the ambassador? Do you have business with the ambassador? Is he expecting you? Yes, he is expecting me. And you are? Garrett of Southgate Station. He nods. We were expecting you. You may enter the embassy. Thank you. Now move along, please. Citizen, may I enter the embassy? Yes. You're allowed passage at any time until further notice. We have that key card, but just walking in there is going to be a big mistake, I think. Halt! Before you can meet the ambassador, you must unready your weapon, grenades, and other dangerous devices, and put them in your backpack. If you reach for any of these during your stay on the embassy grounds, you will be neutralized. When you enter the courtyard behind me, take the first double door to the right. Ambassador is expecting you. Do not interfere with any operations inside the base. I love the Protectorate's music. It is amazing. Okay, you must totally unarm yourself and everything that you've got completely. Can we still pick their pockets? Is that allowed? Can we do this without getting killed? We're gonna check. We can. We'll take his soldier dog tags. This must be the symbol of the Protectorate. Oh no, this definitely looks more like it. You know it's evil if it's got a red and black flag. It's gotta be completely, totally evil if it's got that. We can't take this guy's tag, though. We can take his standard rounds, though. Why not? We'll take his bullets. Keep your weapons out of reach while staying in the embassy. Yes, sir. We'll take another dog tag. This must be the ambassador. The young deputy politely addresses you. Go right in. The ambassador is ready to meet you. What can you tell me about him? Only the very best. Ambassador Athanas is one hard-working, intelligent man who is sincerely devoted to promoting and realizing the idea of unification here in South Underrail. It is a slow and time-consuming process, but the United Stations are gaining more and more support, thankfully. Now, the door to the ambassador's office may always be open, but that does not mean he is not a busy man, especially not now. Please keep that in mind when going to his office. Thank you. Thank you, I will. You enter the office to see a short, thin man already standing behind his desk to greet you. Neatly dressed, neatly shaved, smooth-faced, and scar-free, and in possession of straight white teeth. This man is a northerner. He greets you with a polite voice. Welcome to the United Stations Embassy, Mr. Garrett. We have been expecting you. Could you tell me a bit about the United Stations? Of course. We are an ever-growing confederacy of stations. Our goal is to unite the remnants of humanity in order to ensure our survival and prosperity. United Stations are ruled by the Council of Five and guarded by the Protectorate. We bring peace, order, and law to the stations that we integrate in this union, but also allow for a degree of independence. The stations are still free to choose their own local governing body. Our member stations are the safest and most prosperous in the Underrail. We haven't integrated any stations here in South Underrail, but we're hoping that will change soon. Sounds like the EU. Vera sent you these trading documents. Very good, very good. Usually I would allow this sort of information to be wired, but we have reason to believe that the network going through Junkyard might have been compromised. You never know who might be listening and what they can do, even with harmless trading agreement information. Just so you know, a representative of Southgate Station, you are free to move around most of the embassy premises, and can also use our elevator to South Railroad Outpost. It's out of order at the moment because of the earthquake, but we're working on fixing it. South Railroad Outpost. That's the base right above us. We use an elevator here at the embassy to quickly access it. That's how we got to Junkyard in the first place. That's all I can really tell you about it. Well, who do you suspect hacked the Junkyard network? We're not sure yet, but there's an ongoing investigation. Until further notice, I've asked that any sensitive information coming from SGS and our other trading partners in the South be delivered physically. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of this soon, so that the communication can continue as before. Alright, well, thank you, Ambassador. Take care, Mr. Garrett. Feel free to come back anytime if there's something you wish to discuss. Feel a little weird pickpocketing these people, so we'll just leave. Well, let's quick save. We're gonna try to pickpocket the deputy. Mr. Deputy, hello. You got nothing on you. What good are you? Okay, so we're allowed to walk around this place a little bit more now. We still can't enter any of these doors, though. I like their jumpsuits. This suit outfit right there, that looks really cool. I like it. Another soldier, a desk, a door we can actually walk in. More soldiers, security camera, and the elevator. But the elevator's busted, so we can't take it at the moment. Citizen? Guard? Hello, Mr. Soldier. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna pickpocket you. We can take his dog tags. Let's take them. It gives us all 3 that we needed. Do not cause any trouble. Please do not pickpocket me. Let's take his 3 health hypos. We cannot do anything else here. Alright, we're all done. Let's head out then. Been playing for almost an hour as well, so we probably should stop. We did get the keycard, right? From the one gentleman? Please tell me we got the keycard from him. We did. We got Elwood's keycard. Okay. Just occurs to me that it might have counted us of actually killing him if everyone went active. Guess we'll find out here. We could also just reload the game. I could do that off screen. And pay the 20 charons. I might do that. Oh, no, let's move on. All right, we're done with that area. So let's re-equip our weapons. We'll take the nets. We'll take the serrated bolts, and we'll take the single grenade to start. We're gonna head back and turn this quest in for... Oh. Psst. Hey, Jack. Hey, there's someone at the bar waiting to talk with you. Oh, thanks for the heads up. No prob, Jack. Alright. That's interesting. Well, let's go and talk with this person. Was down this way. Oh, is it the gentleman who was coughing before? Was it Abram? The man wheezes heavily through the mask, his eyes drowsy. He is resting one of his arms on the counter, while occasionally breaking off pieces of bread from his plate with the other, and putting them in various pockets of his overcoat. The air here is corrupt in more ways than one. You are Garrett of the Southgate Station. Is this correct? That is correct. I'm Abram. I have business proposition for you. My sources tell me that you have recently visited the embassy of our Union friends. I wish to purchase information that you might have acquired during this visit. This information does not pertain to your visit or the purpose of your visit, so this talk will not challenge your loyalty to your own station. If you foster any. Are you interested? Sure. I'm always up for a friendly chat. What do you want to know? He nods slowly. How many men are guarding the entrance to the embassy courtyard once you get past the gate? I saw only one. Were you allowed to enter the courtyard? Yes. How many guards did you see there? 2 or 3. Were there any guards in the embassy offices? Yes, at least 1. Did you see any dogs anywhere on the embassy ground? No, I saw no dogs. Any turrets? Yes, 2 at the entrance. Just one more question. Are you allowed to go back to the embassy? Yes. That is all I needed to know. Kareem will give you your money. There's also a way for you to earn more. If you're interested, come talk to me again, and we can talk further. It helps that I actually have a cough. I got something for you, Jack. Reaches under the counter and produces a pouch of Stygian coins. This can buy you a couple of eel sandwiches. 250 Stygian coins, amazing. Let's go ahead and get a few more of those. Actually, yeah, let's get a few eel sandwiches. We'll take 4 of them. So, someone's interested in raiding the embassy, apparently. That's the only thing I can think of as to why he was asking those questions. I have never talked to him a second time to get whatever quest he wants us to do second. We may do so this time. Something to think about, at least. Let's see if we've messed up everything by getting that place angry at us. We didn't actually attack Eddie, so he might not care. Not Eddie, Elwood. Let's see. If he won't talk to us or we broke the rules, well, I guess we'll find out. Yeah? I got Elwood's keycard. Very good. And what of Elwood? He's safe and sound. Good. Good. Okay. Here's what you do next. Go to the back alley north of the tavern and find Elwood's house. It won't be hard to spot. It's the only one with decent walls and electric lock. I need you to retrieve something from there. Wait a minute. You didn't say anything about breaking into his house. What do you think I needed the key for, genius? Now listen. I need you to find something that resembles a disc. It's dark green and rough on the surface, and it's made of something that's not quite stone and not quite metal. It's kind of hard to describe, but you'll know it when you find it. Trust me. Fine. But after this, I get access to the Depot A, right? You have my word. Good hunting. Oh, and just one more thing. From what I've gathered, Elwood is pretty good with mines. So watch your step in there. Alright everyone, well this seems like a good spot to also stop at the moment, so thank you guys for watching. When we come back though, we're gonna go back to the rail station line where we had seen the GMS compound, and we're gonna explore up there first before we go down into this area. So in any case, I'll stop here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.